It's been a while since I made a Carmelo Anthony video, so I figured I would make one to check in with you guys, to let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm still fighting for justice for Austin Metcalf. I'm still here to further expose Carmelo Anthony's team and family. The only reason why I haven't made a video about this case lately is because there hasn't really been anything to make a video about. As you guys know, the judge put a gag order in place to kind of silence some of the people around this case, to kind of shut them up, basically to shut up Carmelo Anthony's parents. Of course, the independent journalist, Sarah Fields, she is suing some of Carmelo's biggest supporters. And last I checked, Charleston White was ordered to issue her an apology and to take down all of the false claims he made about her. At the time of this recording, that has not happened yet. But because of the lawsuits, because of the gag order, I think that's one of the reasons why everything has been kind of quiet. And that's really a good thing for us. That's a good thing for Austin Metcalf's family. This case has been so hectic. And for the first time since this case started, we've had like a week or so here where things have just been kind of quiet. They've been kind of chill. You haven't seen as many, Austin Metcalf conspiracies out here. You haven't seen or heard of Austin's family being, swatted or anything. Now, maybe they have been, but as far as I know, things have been kind of quiet. And that's a good thing. But I have some experience covering true crime cases. And when a case gets a lot of attention, like the Carmelo Anthony case, when a case gets people riled up and everyone is discussing it for weeks or months on end, and then things kind of go radio silent, it leaves a void, right? It leaves a void that needs to be filled. Now, a regular, sane person such as myself, I fill that void with living my life, going outside, touching grass, chilling with family, doing things that I like to do in my hobbies, talking about other stories. That's how a normal, sane person fills that void. However, the true crime community is filled with a lot of insane people. I have had to learn this the hard way. The true crime community, you're going to meet some of the best people you've ever met, and you're going to meet some of the worst people that the world has to offer. So instead of filling this void with, maybe talking to your kids, doing anything else, people often fill these voids in these true crime cases. They fill it with drama and lies. We're no longer getting daily updates about what's going on in the case, so people create their own daily updates. Either it will be, I'm going to target this YouTuber and I'm going to start a lot of drama surrounding this case, or I'm just going to straight up spread lies about this case. Now, I've noticed something very interesting. Over the past week or so, when you go on social media, when you go to look up Carmelo Anthony to see if there's anything going on, all you see are these videos being spammed all over the internet. There's these videos being spammed all over the internet by regular people, by some of the people watching this video right now. There's these videos with these wild claims about Carmelo's family. Wild claims about, Carmelo's family was just arrested for hiring a hitman. Or Carmelo's family had their $30 million home seized by the FBI. There's all types of these videos out there floating around that I guess someone is putting out there to fill this void. And people are buying into it. And a lot of these videos are coming from a channel called Spill Tea. And this person, whoever it is, they're using fake AI news clips and like AI voices to make these videos. And they're convincing people that all types of stuff is going on in this case that isn't happening. I was first alerted about this a few weeks ago. I started getting messages like, hey, how come you haven't made a video about this? Why didn't you talk about Carmelo's family doing this? And a lot of it came back to like 2 or 3 different channels on YouTube that have just been constantly spreading fake information. And look, I try not to get into people's stuff. People can do what they want to do. The only reason why I'm speaking out about this is because I believe this is actively hurting Austin Metcalf and his family and their case. And if I didn't know any better, I would say that the people making these videos may be working with Carmelo's family, because the claims in these videos are so outlandish that no one with common sense would believe them. Yet a lot of people are buying into this stuff, and I feel like Carmelo's family in the future, they're going to point towards videos like these saying, hey, this is part of the targeted harassment. Look at how they spread all of these lies about Karmelo and about our family. So this channel, Spill Tea, who, by the way, just uploaded a recent video and they can't even spell right. I'm questioning, is this person even an American? Is this like an Indian scammer or something? Are you in India making these videos? I don't know. But even on the thumbnail of their latest video, it says, he might be died in jail, or something along those lines. So I don't even know if they can speak proper English. But nevertheless, they've been putting these videos out there that are getting hundreds of thousands of views, and they're steering people into all of these weird directions. So now every day I'm looking in my inbox and I got people thinking all of this wild stuff. They're asking me, why did you turn your back on Austin? How come you're not reporting about Carmelo's family being arrested and having their $30 million home seized by the FBI? I'm getting these messages and I'm like, what in the f*** are these people talking about? And they're all getting all of this info from these bogus YouTube videos. That, like I said, I think anyone with common sense would see, oh, this is obviously fake. Carmelo's family, yeah, I believe they did a lot of shady things with the money they raised. But let's not forget that they raised over $500,000, which is a lot of money. But you don't raise over $500,000 and then go buy a $30 million home that then gets seized by the FBI. Carmelo's family, they're shady, they're flaky, they're untrustworthy. They don't have enough money to buy a $30 million home. Their home hasn't been seized by the FBI. No, they have not been arrested for hiring hitmen. No, Carmelo Anthony killing Austin Metcalf wasn't some inside job that his parents planned for him to do so they could raise money. These are all of the crazy claims that are out there. And like I said, as someone who is on Austin's side, you would think that maybe I wouldn't call out these claims because these claims are being made against Karmelo and his family, but I am. Because at the end of the day, I care about the truth more than I care about anything else. And at the end of the day, as I said before, none of these videos, none of this false information is helping Austin's family. It's hurting them. And when you participate in this nonsense, you are no better than the Carmelo Anthony supporters that spread lies and a lot of bogus BS. And like I said, I'm really suspicious. Because these claims that are in these videos are so outlandish that, like I said, no one in their right mind should believe them. And it really makes me think, like, is this Carmelo Anthony's team putting out these bogus videos so they could show the courts later, look at all of this insane bogus stuff that was being spread about our family. And look at all of these people who bought into it. Look at these thousands of comments from people who believed that we had a $30 million home that was seized by the FBI. Look at the 500,000 views and the thousands of comments from people who really believed we hired a hitman to go kill people, who really believed that we planned on our son killing Austin Metcalf to raise money. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's gotten really, really far out there. And like I said, it's not helping Austin. If anything, it's helping Karmelo. And part of me, when I look at how outlandish this is, I don't think that this is someone that is purposely just trying to hurt Karmelo. If anything, I think it's the exact opposite. But that's how this void is being filled. And it's just not a good look for either side. It's not a good look at all. And now, because we haven't had many updates in this case, there are a lot of people that are being exposed to this case now due to these bogus videos that have no understanding about what's really going on here. Okay? And look, folks, I'm not trying to police the internet. Everybody can do their own thing just like how I do my own thing. But when you're out here actively spreading lies about the Austin Metcalf case, you're stepping on my toes. You're stepping on everyone else's toes that are covering this case. You're making my job harder, and you're making everyone else's job harder that is actually trying to do the right thing by spreading only factual information when it comes to this case. So yeah, I don't like it when we have these people out here spreading bogus information. And to be real with you, let's just be honest. It would be hypocritical for me not to call this stuff out, because I've been calling out all types of crazy lies that they've been spreading about Austin Metcalf and Austin's brother Hunter and Austin's family. I've been calling that stuff out since day one. So in reality, this video isn't much different than a lot of the other videos I put out. It's just that this time I'm tackling lies that are being aimed towards Karmelo, even though I don't really believe deep down that it's like someone who hates Karmelo or someone that is against Karmelo spreading these lies. I think A, they're either working with Karmelo, or B, they don't care about Karmelo, they don't care about Austin, they just care about spreading clickbait to get views, clicks, whatever. So, yeah, I can't help but call this stuff out. And the crazy part is, there are going to be more people upset at me for calling this out than there will be people upset at the people who are spreading obvious lies. Because one thing I've learned about the true crime community, and it isn't everyone, but one thing that I've learned about a lot of people that follow true crime cases is that they don't want the truth. They want the most entertaining, outlandish type stuff imaginable, right? Like, you could have a case that is a clear-cut case, but instead they're going to go with the most outlandish freaking theory they can, because that's what's more entertaining. And at the end of the day, a lot of people just want to be entertained. So for them, it's more entertaining to sit on their couch and see an AI newscaster lie to them about Carmelo's family going to jail and getting their $30 million mansion taken away. For them, that's more entertaining than watching me calling this stuff out. So yeah, people are going to be upset at me because I refuse to allow people to live in this la-la land, and I shake them, and I pull them out of the la-la land, and I pull them back into reality, a reality that they don't want to deal with. But that's what's going on in the Carmelo Anthony case. But don't worry, folks. There's a lot of other schemes, plots, and scams going on as well. Because like I said, the void has to be filled somehow. So if the void isn't going to be filled by factual updates, other people will take it upon themselves to fill the void with a bunch of nonsense. So there's more nonsense that I need to call out. But for now, you let me know what you think about this nonsense down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.